So, all right, write a rate. They're telling, give us a rate, like write a rate statement that indicates that the car uses 6.3 liters for every 100 kilometers driven. So that's not a big deal. 6.3 liters, you can write it like this, right? Per 100 kilometers, or 6.3 liters per 100 kilometers, like that. And I know I told you we don't like decimals. In general, we don't, but fuel economy is always given per 100 kilometers, right? So a car uses this many liters per 100 kilometers. So that's just how we leave it. So this is a statement, folks, okay? It's nothing fancy. It's just as simple as that, okay? Write a rate statement that indicates that you've earned $65 in interest in the last 3 months. So there we would just say $65, right, in 3 months, or $65 in 3 months. Okay. Write a rate statement, there it is again, that indicates how much you earn in an 8-hour day if you're paid $9.25 for each hour. So a rate that indicates how much you earn on an 8-hour day if you're paid $9.25 an hour. So we want we need to find out, right, 8 hours times 9.25 basically, to find out what an 8-hour day would give us, right? So there's some math there. By the way, minimum wage is now above 10, right? So this is per day. So that is your rate, or $74 for 1 day. Okay. Write a rate statement that indicates that 1 centimeter on a map represents 2,500 kilometers in real distance. So 1 centimeter per 2,500 kilometers, or 1 centimeter is 2,500 kilometers. And notice that they have different units there. So that's all that you need to do there. Just getting you used to the fact that you have different units. Okay. Notice, watch the word per, right? Or for each. So I will put that in here. Per, right, can also be equated to for each, right? If you're making $10 per hour, it's like you're making $10 for each hour that you're working, okay? So I have that there somewhere. Next page, page 20 at the top. If you earn $150 in 12 hours, how much will you earn if you work 40 hours? So here, we're going to call this working with rates. And you will find out that it's very much like working with ratios, very much so. And this is what I mean. So if you earn this much in 12 hours, that's a fact, right? That's a fact, and we start with a fact. So you'll say, if this is true, right? If this is true, then something else must also be true. If I work more or less hours, it doesn't matter. So I'm working 40 hours. That's going to go here because hours match with hours, just like before, blue paint matches blue paint and so forth. And so they want to know how much money I make if I work this many hours. So notice that what they gave you is not the amount per hour. They give you the amount for a bunch of hours, right? So we figure out that's just a cross multiply and divide scenario. And you do that. And that is $500 for 40 hours. There you go. What about, we're going to add a B here. How much would you earn in 7.5 hours? Could the question ask you that? Absolutely, right? How much would you earn in 7.5 hours? How do we start again? Well, we start with the fact, right? The information they're giving you. So we're going to start with the fact, always. So $150 is acquired if you work 12 hours. And if this is true, then the 7.5 hours, right, they would just go here. Just like where you put the hours before, right? So 7.5 goes there. How much would I make if I worked 7.5, right? And there it is. You cross multiply this way, 7.5 times 150 divided by 12, and that is 93.75 for 7.5 hours of work. And that's just how this works, right? This is called proportional reasoning, okay? Given the fact that you know something, if this remains the same, then this will be true for either more hours worked or less hours worked, okay? However, in real life, there's such thing as overtime, right? Like, so if you, let's say you work more than 40 hours in a week, a full week usually has 40 hours, right? 8 hours a day times 5 is 40. So obviously this doesn't account for any like irregularities or anything. It assumes the rate that you're getting paid is always the same, okay? So there it is. So 15, question 15, still building your skills. And so I'm going to ask you to, I'm just going to highlight that. Let me just freeze this frame for a bit. Actually, you can just hold on. Yeah. So right now, it's going to span, right? We're going to do build your skills. Build your skills is basically what we have just done. So it takes you from 15 to 17. When you see practice your skills, okay, that's when it will cover everything we've covered since the very beginning. So, and you have a notes page in between, okay, so don't worry about that one. Just leave that one blank, keep going, keep flipping. There's page 22, right? You keep going to page 23, and there's some more on page 24 and page 25. And then you get to page 26 where we start a new section, okay? We're gonna stop here, don't go past that. So I'm basically gonna tell you to work all the way up to page 25, okay? So work up to page 25. That's your work right now in class. And we have about half an hour, and I will be standing by if you have any questions, but in the meantime, just work. Stay online because I might have some announcements at the end, okay? So just take your time. It's work time. It's you time now for half an hour. And some of them are quick. Some of them are gonna take you a little longer. Just read the questions carefully, all right? So go ahead. I'm looking for at least 4 more of those ACs. If you haven't submitted, make sure you do so.